There are 50 members of Congress over the age of 75, and 70% of them plan to run for re-election. 70% of those are Democrats. Mind you, we've had 3 Democratic members of Congress die in office this year alone. This shit is selfish. It's ego-driven leadership. It is putting personal power and comfort over the good of the party and the country. Because you can say many things about the current members of Congress, but one thing is for damn sure, they're not fighting hard enough. They don't have the skills nor the stomach to engage in the conversation we need to be having right now. I wrote an op ed back in February asking every Democrat over the age of 70 to make this their last term and retire. And I stand by that because here's the thing, if they don't go out on their own terms, they are going to get primaried. They already are getting primaried. They're going to have to affirmatively make the case why at 72 or 78 or 85, they are still the right person to lead in this moment, that they are the future, not the past. Many of them are not going to be able to do that. They're going to lose these primaries or come out looking really, really bad. It's going to be a mark on their legacy. Go out on a high note, retire, spend time with your family, have a life outside of your job. I don't understand why you would want to stay in Congress. It doesn't seem that fun. I get called ageist on the internet all the time. I run an organization that helps millennials and Gen Z run for office. I wrote a book about millennial and Gen Z leadership. It's fine, maybe. But here's what I'll say, we have to be willing to have this conversation in public. Because if there's one thing we learned from all those gossipy Biden books is that people are not having this conversation in private, or at least we can't assume so. The staff aren't going to do it. The family isn't going to do it because who wants to tell grandma that it's time to give away the keys if the keys are like the codes to the nuclear weapons? It's uncomfortable and no one wants to have that conversation. And of course, the underlying theme of all of this is our looming mortality, that everybody dies at some point. And the fact that some of these older leaders are closer to that, and that their inability to give up power before that happens has real, drastic, dire consequences, not just for themselves or their communities, but our country and our democracy, has to be front and center. I'm sure elected officials over the age of 70 aren't watching this video online, but if they are, please take this to heart. Go out on a high note, retire, leave your legacy intact, allow the next generation of leaders, of which there are incredible young folks across the country in local offices who can rise. Let them take charge. It's the patriotic thing to do.